Hello everyone, and welcome to Adoptions from the Heart TV. I'm your host, Amanda Aliberti. It being November and National Adoption Month, we're really excited to be able to offer to you some information about the differences between the different processes of adoption. So you have foster care and then you have domestic adoption. Ashley's going to be talking a little bit about the two processes and what that looks like. So take it away, Ashley.
Today we're going to talk a little bit about the differences between foster care and adoption. A lot of prospective adoptive parents are not sure whether they want to foster a child, maybe adopt through foster care, or do a domestic adoption. So it's important to know the differences between those processes in order to make a decision about what's best for you. One of the biggest differences is temporary versus permanent options. So foster care usually starts as a temporary solution. So children are removed from their birth parents for a variety of reasons, but the goal is always for those children to be returned to their birth parents or reunited with their birth parents. And so for a foster parent going into the process, they need to be prepared that this is not likely going to be a permanent placement. So for a lot of people who are really looking to have a child and grow a family, foster care may not be the best option for them. There are children who are legally free for adoption through the foster care system, but they're typically older. So that's another important distinction between foster care and adoption, is that the children who are legally free for adoption are usually school age, even age 8 and older. A lot of adoptive families are really interested in an infant or a younger child so that they're able to really see that whole lifespan through with a child. There's another difference between foster care and adoption, which is important to a lot of people, and that's the cost. So with foster care, if a family decides to adopt through the foster care system, all of those fees are subsidized by the government. So there are very few fees incurred by the prospective adoptive family. With a private adoption, you're often working with a private agency. Often those agencies are nonprofits. However, they are not subsidized by the government, and so a lot of the fees need to be paid by the prospective adoptive parents. So all of those are things to consider for prospective adoptive parents who are thinking about the differences between foster care and adoption and making a decision that feels best for them.
Thank you so much, Ashley, for explaining the differences between foster care and domestic adoption. You have to do what's right for you. Either way, we're hopeful that you're able to build your family and be happy and healthy. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we're excited to see you next time.